So we are going to be looking at the discriminant now. On the first type of problem, we're going to be looking at a graph and then determining the type of discriminant based on that graph. So look at your vocabulary and we will be able to coincide the vocabulary with the answers in this particular case. So let's take a look at graph A. Notice that the parabola does not touch the x-axis. And so remember that the x-axis is going to be those roots. It's going to be your solutions. So there are no real solutions because it does not touch the x-axis. And then therefore, which are those three tiny little dots, that means therefore. Therefore, the discriminant is negative. Remember, if you've had b squared minus 4ac, if it's less than 0, which is negative, then it does not cross that x-axis, and you get two imaginary solutions, two imaginary solutions. So we can say there's no real solutions to this. We can say that there are two imaginary solutions, and it's because the discriminant is negative. So let's take a look at graph B. Graph B is supposed to have one intersection point. So it touches the x-axis at one specific spot. So there is one real solution. Therefore, the discriminant is 0. We know that if the discriminant, according to the vocabulary, if the discriminant is exactly 0, there is one real solution. Okay, so now let's take a look at C. Notice that we have two intersecting points on the x-axis, which means there are two real solutions. So when you have two real solutions, your discriminant is positive. We don't know what the exact value is. We just know that the discriminant is going to be positive, because if you have b squared minus 4ac and it's greater than 0, you have two real solutions. And remember what those solutions look like on a graph. They are intersecting the x-axis. Okay, so now let's take a look at number 2. It says, determine whether the following equations will have one solution, two real or two imaginary solutions. Do not solve. So if I am not asked to solve, I really just need to find out what my discriminant is. So in this case, my b is 5. My a is 1 and my c is 1. Remember, this is my a, this is my b, and this is my c. So I have 25 minus 4, which gives me 21, which is positive. So if my discriminant is 21, I will have two real solutions. Okay, so my discriminant is 21, I have two real. Now let's take a look here at number 2. We've got b squared minus 4ac. I've got my b, which is 1. So 1 squared minus 4 times 1 times 2. So I've got 1 minus 8. So my discriminant is -7. My discriminant is -7. Therefore, I have two imaginary solutions.